Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Adele Nazim. No, it's Idina Menzel. Where's stage? Which way to the stage? Which way to the stage? It's a Rent reference. I've never seen Rent, so sorry. Which Idina Menzel? Which way to the stage? And this is sort of a concert film biography. Basically, you get to know Idina from from her early childhood, her early performances. She used to jump behind the couch when her grandpa announced her, and she would sing at the age of 3 to the family. And you get to see everything that has gone on in her life throughout it all, not just her musical bits here and there. Obviously, she performed in Rent on stage in New York City when she was very young. She also, throughout the 90s, did her own music, which also is, you get to hear in this. You get to see some old video footage. There's, hey, when you got a performer in the family, I imagine there's a number of people who have even a VHS video camera that's filming a lot of it there. Back before there were phones, filming every single thing we did. She was a rocker. She's not just the Frozen girl. Yeah, she's not. I'm gonna say the name wrong. Phoebe. She's not just from Wicked. Okay, she's not just a Wicked witch, and she's also not just the girl from Rent. So she's got a lot of things musically going on with her in this. You get to see her family. She talks about her divorce from her first husband and the child that came from that, and her new husband is introduced in this, and her struggles to have another child throughout this documentary that follows for a number of weeks leading up to a dream performance, something she's always, you'll get to even see it mentioned in some older footage, which technically was also probably dialogue or from Rent, but you see it all build up to Madison Square Garden in New York City. It's kind of the world's most famous arena venue in the world. So yeah, we get to see Idina just having a great time, having some struggles here and there, and just get to see her entire history of music in all sorts of genres. And yes, you get to hear some snippets of her singing "Let It Go" and "Do You Want to Build a Snowman." We don't get the song from Frozen 2, Into the Unknown, but we do get a number of songs from Rent and Wicked, of course, but there's also some surprises thrown in here around here and there. If you love her voice, if you love her music, well, obviously this is something you want to watch if you haven't seen it yet. I imagine if you're a big fan, you would have found this by now. But yeah, you get to feel like you're part of the audience. You don't get it's not a concert film in the sense like, Taylor Swift's, where you get to hear full songs. You get to hear sort of highlights of the songs, and then they cut away and she talks about things here and there. So it's not so much of a concert film where the focus is on the music as so much as it expands upon moments in time in her talking about her life and her family. There's going all the way back to the very tragic story, but she plays with it a little bit. The really kind of upsetting story about how she and her sister learned that her parents were getting a divorce on Thanksgiving. Yeah. There's more to it than that even, so I haven't really spoiled much. But it's a very unusual story, and she kind of confronts her dad at one point in this as to, what were you thinking? Why would you do such a thing? And so yeah, it has a bunch of humor, a bunch of sweetness, and some little heartbreaking moments here and there. And yes, if in case you're wondering, just as I said at the very beginning, if you're wondering if they addressed the time John Travolta mispronounced her name at the Oscars, yes, that is very much addressed, and you get the little behind the scenes story about how she feels about it and how John Travolta has been apologizing ever since. So this is an hour and 35 minutes long. It's from 2022, and yeah, if you get if you were a little kid when Frozen came out, even if you were an adult when Frozen came out and you just love belting that song out, yeah, if you're the type of person who can't stand to hear that song one more time because you were a child, played it 150 times on DVD when it came out, well, get over it. Or at least maybe you're numb to it at this point and you might just enjoy it anyway. You don't have to hear the whole song. It's, but yeah, you get to see, it's always, I find these little behind the scenes things fun. When it comes to musicians and things like that. So, and she comes across as very real in it. For people who are like, oh, she just probably made it look like she's just so glamorous and everything else. She just spends most of this video, most of this movie, documentary, biography, whatever it is, without makeup on, not made up. She's looking like just your average mom. And yeah, it's pretty apparent. So, not that she's unattractive. I'm just saying, she's you can see her stage look compared to her real life look are very different, and that's okay. So, let's pick. I know this is really short, but I can't really tell you a whole lot more about it other than just saying see it yourself, because there's no story except for her life. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. 113. Oh, wow, we didn't have to scroll far on that one. Okay, we got another documentary. I guess this shouldn't take... Imagine this is the kind of documentary that might be a 45-minute thing. We'll see. But this is very different than what we just saw here. This goes into outer space. This is Hubble's Cosmic Journey. So, yeah. That's what we're watching next. Hubble's Cosmic Journey on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.